Welcome back, everyone. It is another Tuesday. Why am I red? That might do it. How are we doing today, guys? It is... Sorry about the way last week ended, guys. My power suddenly went out. And it was near the end of stream anyway, so I wasn't gonna start back up. But it was weird. So, but we're back again. Everything seems to be up and running as it should be. And I'm keen to kind of, we kind of need to do a couple of things again because of the disconnect. I don't exactly know where it's saved. So we're going to do that. So apologies if we're sort of replaying anything we've already done. But, shit happens. Controller connect? Strange. Wait a second. Is this one of them Spider-Man moments? That is not me. This man's has my username, but underscored. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. All right. So just trying to get my controller. Yes, because it's a name I had in a video. Fair. Yeah, it's alright. I had this name because of a couple of reasons. Why is my controller not connecting tonight? Can we connect now? Huzzah, we got there. Guys, we got there in the end. That's the important thing. So, what am I doing? So I'm just gonna quickly do this thing, because I always forget to do it before we go live. But then we're gonna jump into the Pokédoku, do our daily Pokédoku, and then we're gonna jump back into the Pokemon. So let's go over here. Boom. Magic. Why am I so red? I wonder if it's my camera settings. Oh, well, we don't want that. That's better. Yeah, I'm not that red. I swear. Look, I'm a ginger, but I'm not that red. Now I'm an alien? I mean, that's a little bit better, kind of. Whatever. It's fine. I'm here. Let's do this. This thing. Alright. A fighting Pokemon evolved by trade. Well, there's like two. So let's go with Conkeldurr. Also guys, let me know if at any point my mic cuts out. I was doing some vocal recording on the weekend and had to play with my mic. So just let me know. Because I can't always hear it. Yes, I'm sure about Conkeldurr. Trade Evo. Wait, what's a trade evolution that's fairy? That Hatena? No. Spritzy? Wait, what is Aromatisse? Or Lucha? What's electric fighting? Is that Iron Hands? No, you know what? No. Fairy Flying could be Togekiss. Panto Flying could be... Haha, loophole. An electric fairy type is... Shit, what's his name? Dedenne? Hey. What was the other option? Ah, Tapu Koko. Yeah, nice. Awesome. I'm happy with that. I thought Tapu Koko. I always forget about the Tapus to be honest. Sun and Moon is a game I'm happy to forget. You know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't it for me. Let's start. Whoop. I turned off the wrong thing. Thank you for the follow, Yeet. It's such a good intro. Alright, let's do it. Now where were we? Oh, thank God, we weren't super far in. As far as I remember, we're fine. Let's go. Finally here to watch the stream. Skyfall, welcome in. That's okay, we just had a casual 15 minutes of issues. As you can see, my camera played up, and now I'm a weird color. I don't know what's going on with the hues. I'm gonna have to play around with it. Oh man. Yes, Yeet. I'm also over on the purple side. If you would prefer to watch over there, the quickest way to it would be the link in my bio. Alternatively, it is the same name without the underscore. Aha, take that. Get good. Now last time, unfortunately... Oh yeah, so Skyfell, my stream cut out last week, because right towards the end, because my power went out, so... We have to do a lot of this again. But we did have some funnies last stream. Like, it was just really funny timing. The way it happened was that a Vespa coin came down. Yeah, I was literally about to do my goodbyes, move to the next thing, and then it just, boom, my entire suburb went out. Coke or Pepsi, thank you for the follow. Whoa. But yeah, if this Bitcoin shows up and Grovile just dives underground, was hilarious because it looked like he's like, a bee, and ran away. Which I turned into a reel, and that got, like a short, and that got over 1,500 views on Instagram so far. Which is better than YouTube and TikTok, because fuck TikTok's algorithm. Welcome to the purple side. As you can see, it's a much better viewing experience over here. You got the little screen up there, you got chat showing up here. That side, you've got the big screen. Yeah, much better. Yeah, TikTok's good, but you're very limited with the 9:16 ratio to try and fit things. So, Twitch is definitely better because I feel like when you're 16:9, even though it's a similar... You have Instagram? Yes, I do. I think if you do this, hold on, let me see if I set it up. Maybe it's this. There you go. That's it there. Sagtai, welcome back, dude. How you doing? We are back. I had to travel all through this forest again because before we could get to the end to a save point, we lost stream. Oh. I forgot the Houndooms in this had that. Man, that water looks so delicious. You know what I mean? You ever see just water in movies and games, you think, man, I want to drink that. Oh. No. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. What? I guess that's fine. Somewhere in the depths. How much money did I just lose? Man, I wish I could deposit some money here. I guess I didn't lose too much, which is fine. Like, it'd suck if we lost everything. There's a lot of food that I would eat from TV, right? I went through a phase back in like 2022 when I was binging like Demon Slayer, and I was like, man, the food in this looks so good. So I started looking up recipes to imitate from like Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan and all that sort of thing. I don't know why, but food in anime just looks so good. Get out of here. Were they any good? Some of them were. They were just typical, like, Japanese dishes, like ramen and that sort of thing. But it's just, I don't know, the anime versions of them just look so good. Oh, man. You son of a bitch. Man, what the... That's the second time this has happened. That can't be a coincidence. We didn't make it. Ah, screw it, whatever. Aha, take that. Come on, Grobal, you're like 23,000 levels stronger than everyone here. Why are you double hitting things? And then there was money. Billie Jean is not my lover. And then we went up the stairs. Ah, get fucked. I don't have the equipment to deal with this. Do you have an orb? I have a totter orb. That might work. And since most of these guys can't be hit by goddamn fire attacks, oh shit. No. Oh my god. Son of a... No, we're better prepared this time. Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna do this. Oh, what the fuck? Let me out of here. Don't call for more. Take that. Oh, hell no. Of course you have flame body. You son of a bitch. Alright, let's not go that way. I feel like we have to go that way. I don't want to go that way though. Oh hey, there's stairs. Does Chimchar get any area moves? I don't know. That's a very good question. I imagine not naturally. I do really like how Leaf Blade looks in this. Get out of here. Maybe a chance that Piplup can learn Blizzard? Yeah, if not naturally, maybe... imagine maybe via TM? I still love how Chimchar runs in this. Oh. Well, the fact that Grovyle hopped, I always like Charmander due to Charizard getting Heat Blaze or Flamethrower off her range. That's fair. I don't really know what anyone gets in this game, to be honest. Because, like, I'm level 34 and I can't evolve until post-game, so, like... He's a basic though. Yeah. Oh wow. Take that. The man was asleep. He was already confused. False swipe? Alright, I think we're nearly up to where we had our cutoff last week. And yeah, evolution being at the very end of the pyramid, it was always a weak puzzle. It could be just something to do with the actual mystery dungeon games. God damn, how many Vespicans are there? Oh, hey, Ninetales. Nice. Teamwork equals dreamwork. That's what I'm saying. Oh. My mind is calm. And you are on fire. I don't need any of this. Do you think Alakazam has a calm mind now? Reflect for special attacks. I better punch you in the stomach. Three queens. Have I ever stolen from Keklin before? I have not. Out of the pure? It's out of the pure, I just didn't want to deal with that fight. Let him breathe, Chip Shot? No. Come across this live every now and then. Love this game, bro. Oh, welcome back, Bad Mojo. Good to see you again. We do fun old things here. Get back in there. Huzzah! Level up. Torment. I'm so confused at what Grovol was just doing. Like he used dig, but then he didn't do anything. He's selling? Maybe. Call him Throwball. Yeah, you level up. Have you considered not confusing me? Thank you. I'm on my way to find the stairs in this fucking room. Oh. Actually. I don't know what that is. What does that do? An item prevents sleep status, a nightmare status, a napping status, or a yawning status. I mean, if he had some heals, maybe? Yeah, remember, if we run into a monster house, we are fucked. Oh yeah, it's a Ninetales. A very weak Ninetales. Oh, what's a pure seed do? Holds Pokemon to a stairway. Not even mad at that. I think I'm also frightful because I imagine there's going to be some kind of boss fight at the end of this dungeon. And that's the bit I'm scared of. Oh. You made unknown in Mystery Dungeon? That's pretty cool.
Shut up and take my money!
Salutations, my friend. Thank you for the heart me and the go pop. How you doing? Get out of here. Oh. Sleep Seed could help. Oh, straight in with the brine. Straight killer. This dungeon is whack. It looks mysterious. Yeah, it's a little up there. There's definitely a mystery to this dungeon. No way did you survive that. Floor 18, and then we immediately spawn next to a Vespiquen. Yeah, you two can deal with them. I don't have the energy to do that. He's like, how about I foil this, this magic bastard? Damn, how big is this dungeon? So we are 20 floors in. And I am running out of PP. There are dungeons with 100 plus boss. I know. I know. That's all I got to say to that is, I know. I haven't gotten to that yet. And I'm very thankful of it. But this would be okay if I was better prepared. But because I am on like main story mode, can't go to the town sort of thing, I have very little items. And have died multiple times, so I have little money with me and little items available. Oh, finally. What? What is this? Time. Is that a standstill here? But didn't they, just before we were dragged off to the future with you, Grover? I trust you with the rest. Yep. We know. We got the time gears back. And we will make sure they return to the rightful place. The task is yours. Did my boy Tutton I see? Yes, whatever that means. Finally out of this dungeon. Didn't Uxie and his friends make a promise that they would return the time gears to the rightful places? Time remains stopped here. That could mean the time gears may not have been returned to their rightful place yet. See about that. The forest time gear was over there. Oh, did my boy Turtwig dirty? Nah, this is just what we got. I go to the dungeon with iron berries, reviver teeth apples, and an escape wall for emergencies. I normally have all of that with me. But because last stream, my power went out right before the end, before I could get to this point, and then coming back into it today, I immediately died, losing everything I had at the time. But what's that? It's a time gear. There's no mistaking it. What? Yo, Izzy, welcome into... Time here seems to be stopped. No wind is blowing. See, those leaves are fixed in place. That twig isn't the vibe. He chose right because he has Grovyle type coverage. Well, I mean, I didn't really choose these. This is just what I got. The time gear has been returned to its rightful place. What's going on, Lemon? How you doing? But the time gear has been returned to its rightful place. Why is this happening? Hey, what are you doing? Time has already stopped here. It won't make any difference if I take the time gear now. There's also something that's more worrying. More worrying? Forget it. Let's leave. Nice point to jump back in on. Yeah. It took us a couple of attempts after the random abrupt cut for us last week. I came back into it and immediately died. Also, Martin, there's something I'd like you to do. What's that? Before we go back to Sharpedo Bluff, I'd like you to gather some information around Treasure Town. In Treasure Town? Yes, here's what I want you to find out. Learn everything you can about what's happening in this world right now. Okay, I'll go find out. Everyone thinks that you've gone to the future, therefore. Yes, I understand. If they found out I'm back, there would be an uproar. I'll keep low and get some news. Counting on you. Trust, people. Trust. I'm back. I got some news like you wanted. What's the word? Word is not very good. After we went to the future, Uxie and his friends returned the time gears to the rightful places. Everyone was happy because they thought the world would return to normal. But the time remained stopped in those places. Even worse, it's spreading. Time is stopping in more places. Is that true? Yes. Everyone's upset and concerned because no one can figure out what the problem is. Revel, how do you know what this means? If time is stopping in a spreading area, it can only mean one thing. Temporal Tower is starting to collapse. Temporal Tower is collapsing? Correct. Temporal Tower gives structure to time. So if it's starting to collapse, and time itself will collapse in ever-widening areas. This is bad. The problem is accelerating. The planet's paralysis is coming on fast. What? But we have to hurry then. We've already met Dialga. If that's what you're referring to, Izzy. we kind of fought him and escaped with our lives last week. It was scary. Because not only was it Dialga, it was primal Dialga. And it was in a rage. And it wants us dead. That's right, if we don't hurry, the planet will become fully paralyzed. There's only one way to stop the destruction of time now. We need to gather the time gears. Then the time gears must be put in place in Temporal Tower. There is a problem. Temporal Tower is located in a place called the Hidden Land. As the name suggests, no one knows where the Hidden Land is. But Tatiana LP, thank you for the follow. Endovar, thank you for the follow. It's kind of crazy that Primal Dialga debuted 2 gens earlier in a spin-off. I never realized. Yeah, that's what I was saying last week, is that the Primal form debuted 2 gens earlier in a completely unrelated game. But there isn't any time. That's right. That's why I think we need to split up for now. I'll go collect the time gears. In the meantime, I want you two to search the Hidden Land. Understood. Okay then, you're in charge. The Hidden Land is supposedly somewhere in this world. Unfortunately, there are no clues as to where it's found exactly. Considering that no one has discovered it yet, we should probably assume that it's quite far away. We must even consider crossing the sea and discover the means to do so. Cross the sea? Sorry, I don't have the knowledge about how to do that. I'm counting on you. Well, I'll be off to gather the time gears. Good luck. Now, we should get searching too. the hidden land is said to be on this planet. I don't know where. Figure it out. Bye. We wanted to get back into Mystery Dungeon, but I got stuck. Thanks for playing this. No, all good, dude. This has been fun so far. I think we're in the climax. So, where shall we begin looking? For the time being, why don't we consider how we can cross the sea? Piplup can swim. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, like, it's a water type. Surely he can swim, right? Hidden Land was absolutely a place I hated. Is this the first Mystery Dungeon game we played, and will you be doing a post game? No, this is the second game. We played Blue Rescue Team, I want to say in like October-ish. And And yeah, we'll do some of the post game for this one because I didn't do really any of it for Blue because I was excited to move on. But the guys that have been around long enough have demanded and held me at gunpoint in Minecraft that I play the post game of this. Yeah, Piplup could probably make it. I don't know if he'd make it, but he could definitely swim there for sure. This is hopeless. A way of crossing the sea, I'm not coming up with anything. I agreed to search for the hidden land, but where do you suppose we should start looking? The Minecraft sensor? Yeah, it's classic, right? I feel like the post game is more season 2. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And there's no time. It's true, we've got little information to go on. But we have no time to waste. We have to locate the hidden land as soon as possible. You're absolutely right to hold you at that in Minecraft to play the post game. Yeah. Do you think boats exist in Mystery Dungeon? Ooh. I mean, they've got houses and electricity. Surely they've got boats. Fail to do that, our planet will become paralyzed. We have to stop that, whatever it takes. And to do that, well, we have no choice. We need everyone's help. That's it, I'll tell him. Oi! What? You want to go to Wigglytuff's guild? Why? We disappeared in front of everyone, remember? Well, yes, I think they would be worried about us, and I miss everyone too, but everyone we saw in the future. Everything about Grovyle and about Dusknoir, and even about your past. If we tell it all to the guild, how will they believe us? You think they'll believe us? Well, you say that, but is there a chance that they will believe us? After all, everyone in this world is convinced Grovyle is the villain. And they think Dusknoir is a really good Pokemon. Everyone especially thinks highly of Dusknoir. I saw the future. But I still didn't want to believe the truth about Dusknoir. Even if we were to tell everyone the truth, I wonder if they would be able to accept it. What Martin is saying is true. Maybe no one will believe us if we tell them the truth. What? We should tell them anyway? Why? They might not believe us. We need everyone's help.
Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999.
Land Bandit, thank you so much for the raid. Guys, welcome in. Welcome in everyone. We are playing some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Glad you could join us. How was the stream? What were you playing tonight? Thank you for the follow. Are you playing Blue and Red Rescue Team? Nice. Who's your play? Like who's your team? You're right. Let's go home to Wigglytuff's guild. Let's go back to the guild and tell everyone the truth. I'm sure that everyone will be shocked. Playing Red Rescue Team, started with Skitty and Chikorita. Nice. When I did Blue, I was Marchop with Trico. So we're doing what's this one? Explores the Sky now. Is it your first playthrough? To be honest, if they don't believe Dusknoir's a bad guy, then that's on them. Right? The guy looks evil. He looks maniacal. So far, this is my first time playing it. It's definitely a nice improvement, or like a nice sequel almost to Blue and Red, I think. Oh, you played it a lot, you just never been able to finish all the post-game stuff, so... Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't do any of the post-game for Blue and Red, so I've now promised to do it for this one. So, especially want to go back to Sky, Time, and Darkness. Oh, why not? That's what this is. This is my first time playing this. Now that we're here, it's kind of awkward to go in. After all, we were suddenly taken away in front of everyone. Which, by the way, they never actually confirmed they landed in the right time. Like, they could have just landed like seconds after they left, right? Like, that's how time works, right? No, we can't be acting all bashful now. We have to see everyone and tell them the truth. Like, how long were we gone for? I love the post-game. Blue and Red has more post-game content than the mainline story, and it turns the difficulty up. Yeah, I did a little bit of Blue Rescue Team, and I didn't get super far. I mostly just evolved my guys, and they went into a dungeon, got stuck about halfway down. Probably not even quite halfway down, and then I moved on to the next game. And thank you for following. Whose footprint? The footprint belongs to... Respond. What? Hey Diglett! Who do you think you're borrowing off to? That footprint, it's Martin. What? 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 It is Martin, and Soundy too. Long time no see, Diglett. Oh, what is that? Ah! My goal is to recruit all the legendaries. We got Regirock and Deoxys. Nice. Plot twist, it's been 30 years, right? Oh, that's a good goal, actually. Maybe I should try and do that. To be fair, Celebi is under duress and she sent us back, so it was more of a general yeet, I believe. Well, yeah, but that's what I mean, though, is like, how far back did we go? How long have we been gone in this time? Am I overthinking this? I need these details. You're alive! I plan to do it something. Yeah, fair. We worried so much about you. I was. By golly. Throwback game. Yeah, we do a lot of I don't know, maybe a couple months, 6, 7. That's still a lot, I swear to God. But even then though, 6 to 7, 6 months is still a long time. Like when you think about it. The guys that came in with Land, while I think of it, I am Soundwave, or Soundy as a lot of the guys here call me. I'm an Australian retro gamer. So I play a lot of, pretty much everything you see on my streams are games I've never played, and they're usually more than 10 years old. So you'll see a few things in there, such as Undertale, a few other Pokemon games like the trading card game, Blue Rescue Team. What was the one I played? Black 2, and then a couple of other games like Undertale, Earthbound. We recently did Star Fox 64, which I hadn't played that, but it's just such a great game. And now this one, so welcome in. And you'll see him pop into chat every now and then. My main mods, Stagtide and Shendel, have put some have told me the next games I have some games they want me to play, so they'll be next on the list. Probably something like what is it? It's either Metroid or Chrono Trigger, I think it is. I've just got to work getting them. Welcome home. What? What was that again? Just hold on for a moment. Let me get this story straight. Okay. Let me summarize your story so far. First, Grovyle is actually a good Pokemon, and he was collecting the Time Gears to save the world. Yes. And the Great Dust Noir only pretended to be kind and helpful, but he was actually a heinous and wicked villain. Yes, though I didn't really phrase it as heinous and wicked. Also, Soundy was really Grovyle's partner. Yes. So Deathknell wanted to get rid of both Soundy and Groball. So he took them to the future. Yes, and me too. Then you managed to escape from Dustnower by the skin of your teeth, and you barely made it back home from the future. Yes. And finally, the planet will soon become paralyzed, and to prevent that, Groball has started gathering the time gears again. Meanwhile, you two are looking for a place called the Hidden Land? Is that your story so far? In full entirety? Yes, that's all of it. Martin and Soundy, you must have had a bad dream or something. What? Why don't you two just go to your room and rest? What? Wait a second. You think we're lying? What we just told you is all true. Fuck off, Chatot. Bro, why does he not believe you? He saw you. I don't know, man. Brainwashing is brainwashing. I'm sure you two are suffering from exhaustion. Good nap will fix that. That's not it, Chatot. Seriously, we're telling you the truth. That's quite enough. So tell me, is there any part of your story that is even remotely plausible? A place called the Hidden Land? I'm the head of intelligence here, and I've heard of no such place. Besides, the Great Dusknoir is far too kind to do anything you've alleged. Well, yes, I couldn't believe the truth about Dusknoir either. And it was really hard to accept, but I'll hear no more of this. I don't care what you have to say. The Great Dusknoir, the villain. That's simply unbelievable. Seriously, don't you two feel the same way? How can somebody seriously think the Great Dusknoir is a villain? We hold Dusknoir in high esteem. We cannot believe it. See? 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 Everybody shares the same opinion. But... What is it, Sunflora? There is something I don't understand. That time when the Great Dusknoir was about to return to the future. What Dusknoir did then? It was strange. Any way you look at it. Really? Do you think so? Don't you see that Martin and Soundy fell into the dimensional hole by accident? No way! Dusknoir grabbed Martin and Soundy and yanked him in! Thank you for sharing the live, Futunari Master. Hey, that's right. It looked that way to me. Hey, what happened was really weird. Gosh, I really had to wonder why Dusknoir did something like that. If what Martin said is true, then Dusknoir did suddenly make perfect sense. What? Wait a minute. So is that what you all think now? Are you actually saying that now you believe Martin and Soundy are claiming? Well, what's your answer? I believe him. What did you say? So Bidoof, you are claiming that the Great Dusknoir is a villain? Oof. Golly, I surely did think highly of the Great Dusknoir. The whole idea sounds troubling when you put it that way. But there's something more important here. Yup, Soundy and Martin are more important. That's why I believe what they have to say. Chadot's an idiot, fire him. Corfish is one of the best water Pokemon. I agree with that. I always loved having a Crawdont as one of my water types in Ruby. Only right now, Chadot's in cahoots with Dusknoir. Bro, he's meat riding him, of course he is. The Great Dusknoir. Daimie, thank you for sharing the live. Oh, what? Hey, I believe too. Me too, oh my gosh. There are colleagues after all. Oh, Coalfish and Sunflora. I believe him. Me too. So do I. Casting doubt aside on our colleagues is wrong. Trust is must. Why don't we get the option to fire Chatot? Right? Can we fire him out of a cannon straight over the horizon off of the Sharpedo Bluff? You know what I mean? Squawk! Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Well, hiya. Sounds like we all agree. Huh? We all believe our friends, that's great. Then let's begin searching for the hidden land. Whoa, just hold on there, Guildmaster. What's wrong? We're not all in agreement yet, are we? We're all good with the story, but I suspect the Chatot isn't convinced. Oh, is that all? You don't need to worry about Chatot. Huh? Chatot is convinced, right? Huh? He just turns around and you see Wigglytuff like, Chatot agrees, right? Because Chatot believed Martin's story all along, right, Chatot? What? How peculiar. Well, Guildmaster, there's no fooling you, I admit it. Yes, I believed them right from the start. Huh? Really? But if I would have had said that I believed them right away, everyone would have gone along with what I said. What's all this? That's why I was so contrary. I wanted to put your friendship to the test. This is what Wigglytuff is based, right? Wigglytuff is so good. So he's an absolute psycho. Is this a Zelda Oracle of Seasons? Exactly that game. No, he didn't. Chatot L-Cam. I hate Chatot that much, I wish we could find him. Fire away to find the hidden land, keep firing Chatot out of a cannon to see if he finds it. We don't need Chatot gaslighting the player. We don't need Chatot gaslighting at all. We just don't need Chatot. Get out of here. Gosh, lively story. But without a doubt I was convinced from the get-go. I knew everyone would surely believe their colleagues. Give Chatot anxiety meds, right? Or Chatot how big is the hope? Stand on your convictions, chatbot, you spineless muppet. Oracle of Seasons. What game is this? Looks like Digimon World through 2003. Oof. Now that's a game. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. He means well, just a worry ward, yeah. Chat. Nah. Lemon, you're right, chatbot. Says you. Hehehe. I don't like that he keeps going hehehe. Well, boys, I believe you. You are my good friends in guild membership. Now listen, everyone. Time to stop in more and more places. From their story, we know our world is in danger. And that means we have to do something. New theory, chatbot isn't real. Guys, he's a chatbot. Guys, birds aren't real. This is our time. In the name of Wigglytuff's guild, we'll combine all of our efforts. We'll discover the hidden land. Let's do this, everyone. Hooray! Yeah! Got it? Yes, sir. How funny it would be if Wigglytuff had a voice like Mufasa. Just everything the light touches, my son, is ours. And what about everything the light doesn't touch? Don't go there. They're tools for the government, and government is Wigglytuff. Exactly, Wizard grad student. I love how Wigglytuff is easily stronger than 99. Dude, he took out an entire, like, sub-villainous team by himself. From now on, we're shifting all our efforts to locating the hidden land. We also have to let everyone know what is happening in our world. Let's get busy. We'll have to work. What's your world? I'll put down treasure. I'll put it down to Treasure Town. I'll get the word out, by golly. I'll go too. We have to let Azelf and his friends know as well. If we're back to the lakes, they may try and stop Grover. Hey, I'll go tell them. Okay, everyone else, search for the hidden land, please. Yeah! Beat off Sunflower and the others. Once your errands are done, gather information on the hidden land. Why don't we take Chatot and throw him? Yes, sir. We'll hurry. We'll find the hidden land together. Utah! Alright, everybody, let's show some guts. Hey. I'm sorry that I don't have any information on the hidden land, but maybe the wise Torkoal, the town elder may know something. Torkoal, the town elder? That would be the oldest Pokemon in Treasure Town. He said the Utah thing. Everybody go fucking crazy right now. He said Utah. He loves the hot springs, so he's always there. In fact, I'm positive that you'll find him at the hot spring. Oh, I remember. My goodness, it was the water that carried you all this way. Blind Bandit, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Is that the same bandit from Twitch just now? Or just coincidence? Good idea, we'll do that. Bye. Accidentally found me on TikTok? Nice. Yes, I'm live on the 3 big ones, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, so... I've tried to keep it all the same. You know what, while I think of it, let me... just do this back. It's him! It's that nice old Pokemon we met. You should put his years of wisdom to use. Go and ask Torkoal for advice. Twitch and TikTok? Nice. I mostly use YouTube archiving. A lot of my effort goes more into TikTok and Twitch, to be honest. I think I'll build up. TikTok so far has the largest, easiest growth because of the algorithm. Twitch is where I want it to be, but YouTube has overall the best as far as like archiving everything. First time we went to the hot spring, we had to get through the waterfall cave. Giant balloon man of whimsy and eldritch. And the reason he started on TikTok? Yeah, TikTok's good. TikTok, and I think TikTok has its pros and its cons. Been your main for a long time? Nice. Yeah, Twitch is where my... As you can see, it looks a lot better set up than on TikTok. You must be hungry, huh? My stomach growled. Man, I wish my stomach made that noise when I was hungry instead of just going like... My stomach growled. Yours did too, haha. Let's eat. Fuck yeah, dinner time. Let's go! You miss the Altaria. Where'd you miss an Altaria? Let's go meet Torkoal tomorrow and we'll get back at it. The next morning. Open 'em! Well, we haven't missed that. You can always tell an Explorers fan by how they love Wigglytuff or not. I mean, you gotta admit, it's just a fun character overall. Like, he's just kind of just there, and he's just like, ha! So wrapping up, everyone's aware of today's duties? By golly, yes. I'm all ready to go. Good. Those of you investigating the hidden lair, and those of you spreading the word about the true state of affairs, I expect you to organize your teams accordingly and get going. It's Shadow's fault, by the way. Yeah, fuck Shadow. Hooray! What is Peaklop doing here? That is Martin. I've already forgotten his full canon name. It's somewhere on my TikTok. The Oogway of Mystery Dungeon? We're about to go find Master Oogway. Remember, to noodle or to not noodle. Throw him out the window? Yeah, throw him out that window? Exactly. Can I bring people with me? Oh, let's go. Gonna head out now. It was lovely meeting you. Have a great... Yeah, you too, dude. Thank you so much for stopping by in the raid. Greatly appreciated. You go and rest up, and I'll hopefully catch you on the next one. Wait, I just realized, is your screen comments collecting from all 3 platforms? Yes, it is. Just don't say it out loud, otherwise TikTok's gonna kick me. But yes, I think on mobile, I think if you swipe, you can swipe your comments away. Yeah, you can swipe the comments, you can swipe like the actual TikTok chat away and you can see it all there. Otherwise, you can come over to one of the others, like Twitch or YouTube. You can see it all properly there as well. Yeah, I only just recently discovered the swiping away chat thing. But it's mostly there for VODs. Yes, who else do we want to take? We're going to a water place. Oh, you know what? Level 14. See, I want to take an electric Pokemon, but what does this thing know? Nothing. What is this? Better things. I'm just very glad that we're back. You need strong Pokemon? Yeah, that's kind of why I was just like, ooh. I was wondering where our recruited pals hang out. They just kind of just hang out at the guild, but you can't go and see them like you can in Blue and Red Rescue Team. At least to my knowledge. Where am I going? Here. Oh, I didn't stock up on anything. Hey, look, the thing that doesn't exist. Fun fact, Tangler, I'm pretty sure, is the only pure grass type of Gen 1. Well, the active teammates just chill by the gate in the first 2, or in Spinner's Cafe in this one. Yeah, I think they have their own lot. They have their own, like, pasture to go to. Is this GTA 6? Yes. Who wants to be a Surskit? You got it. Raxator. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what I'm going with. Don't want to have so many poison types if it was only better. Yeah, I'm pretty sure every grass type except for Tangler in Gen 1 was poison. No, we've already got a Barbrage. We already have like 3 Marchops. Ooh, money. Even the starter grass in Pokemon Gen 1 is poisoned up. Yeah, it's I think there's only 2 starters where their first forms are dual types. And that is Bulbasaur and Rowlet. I'd say Poison is a strong type, but more of it in a supportive way. Poison... So, the funny thing with Gen 1 is that you could... Poison was strong against Bug type in Gen 1. Actually, sorry, I was wrong. Not all the grass types in Gen 1 are poison. It's just that all of them are dual types except for Tangler because of Paras and Parasect. Oh, it makes sense for Rowlet to be grass flying. Yeah, it's grass flying until it becomes Decidueye and then it's a ghost type. It's frail on the weaknesses though. Yeah, what's poison weak against? Ground and psychic. But it's strong against grass and fairy. I don't think it's strong against anything else. So yeah, it's definitely more in a supportive way. Like, I like grass types, but god do they have so many weaknesses. Poison was buns in Gen 1 because there weren't many grasses in Gen 1 it was super effective against. Well, yeah, and I don't know if you can, I can't remember if you can now, but you never used to be able to, in Gens 1 to 3, you couldn't poison types. And you couldn't put, I think it's you couldn't put grass types to sleep. I think that's what it was. I haven't played Gen 1 in a minute because quite frankly Gen 1 sucks. Like the Gen 3 remakes are just objectively better games. And I will die on that hill. Are they fun for the nostalgia? Yes. But Fire Red and Leaf Green are just objectively better than Red and Blue. Damn, all I knew was that powder moves didn't work on grass types. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you couldn't put grass types to sleep in Gen 1. I think that's what it was. There was something to do with grass types that you couldn't do to them in Gen 1. Because I think up until Gen 3, you also couldn't paralyze electric types. You may not still be able to. I don't often use like status moves like that. Like if I'm using status moves, it's usually like stat change moves. Gen 1 is wild, so who knows? I mean, you can get a level 100 Gengar before you get to Brock, so you know. RJ the Goat, thank you for the follow. I got a mule in my copy of Yellow that is very legitimate means. You mean like under the car? Yeah, I like that. Man, they need to remake this game. They need to remake or re-release. More people will need to enjoy it. I think I haven't played Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX or XD or whatever it's called. Because one, I don't have it, but also I don't like the art. Like the artwork for it. I think the problem is that these games, I think, lose. From what I've seen anyway, this is the second one I've played. But I feel like they lose their charm if you take it out of the 2D sprites. I didn't break the game. Why would you think that? You're the one talking about breaking the game. I didn't do anything. Saying the pixel graphics in this game is magic. I just I think I haven't played the next one. What's the next one? Gates to Infinity or something? I've seen it, and quite frankly, it looks okay. The one thing I like about DX is that your partner Pokemon isn't turned into a regular teammate. Oh, like you can, like they're kept, like you can't just, like they're not treated as like just a regular recruit. The 2D, 3D versions of the games we go hard. I think the problem is then you run into like, yeah, again, I'm not criticizing the games. I enjoy the games, but like, you think about like Scarlet, Violet, Legends ZA. I enjoyed all of those games. The problem is though, is that Pokemon has definitely lost its charm by going to those 3D models. I think it just opens up. I think it just opens up too much. Too many problems. What the hell are these stairs? Or I feel like Nintendo will somehow drop the ball. Like, I think in theory it's a great idea. I think in practice, Nintendo is gonna fluff it somehow. Desaturation, that happened with 3D models. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think if they applied the right, I think if they actually put the time into it, I think they could do it. I just don't think they will. In particular, Pokemon won't. That's honestly true though. Because like you look at like the upcoming Lilac Wars remake, it's the teaser looks great. It's an awesome 3D model. It's not made by Pokemon or Game Freak. And as we all saw, we know that Game Freak has the capability to make a really cool looking game. No one also had a speed stat based critical chance system, to be honest. Well, I mean, Gen 1 also didn't separate special attack and special defense or attack and defense. It was just physical and special. That's it. What the hell am I out of... How am I hungry already? That's why Persian Electrode were OP. Yeah, well, I do have to admit, one of the funnest Gen 1 games to play is Pokemon Stadium. I like doing, something Stagtide introduced me to was doing like a randomized... It's kind of like a... Sorry, it's kind of like a Nuzlocke, but for Pokemon Stadium. For Gym Leader Tower, where like, you have to roll your team, you don't get to pick it. And you only get to change a team member if you get a gym badge. So if you face Brock and lose, you don't get to change it. You have to change your entire team. Because then you have to restart. But if you beat Brock, you get to change one member of your team until you get to Misty. And so far I haven't made it past Misty. Gen 1 was held together with duct tape. And we love it for it. I think there is definitely a charm to... Come on, Keister. You got this. I think there's definitely a charm to Gen 1. But like, the games are not good. I'm tired, I'm going back to bed. Hope the rest of the stream goes well. Defeat chat out for me. Oh, you're just about to miss the best bit then. There's also the thing where you can evolve a Pokemon with another Pokemon. Look. Trade evolutions are dumb. Especially if you have to trade with an item, or if you have... I personally enjoy games where you place the Pokemon instead of the trainer. Okay. That's fair. It's a nice switch up. But if you have to trade in general, trade with an item, or trade to swap a Pokemon, it's dumb. My young friends, come to wash away your exhaustion. Oh, not so. I see. You seek my wisdom. Well, there is no better place than this to share your story. Literally got this game for 25? 25 bucks? Or 25 cents? 25 years? Ah, I see. The hidden land, you say? I have heard of it. Oh, really? The hidden land is truly a place of legend. It is tattered lore, at best, handed down by oral tradition. No matter, please tell us. Of course, I can tell you only what I have heard. The hidden land lies beyond the sea, in a hidden place, so the story goes. A hidden place? Yes, the hidden land allows only the chosen to find it. To go there, one must possess certain qualities. Oh, a place that only someone with proper qualifications can go to? Okay, Torgal, what are those qualifications? They are... Now what were they? I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. Oh no, you've forgotten. Please, Torgal, please remember. This is really important. That's easy for you to say, but oh, that's it. You need proof. You need proof of some sort. Yes, that was it. Proof. Proof? What kind of proof? That would be... Give me. I've forgotten again. What? You can't remember? I'm sorry to disappoint you. Alright. Can you recall anything else at all? No, that's all. Forgive me, youngsters. If I recall what proof you need, I'll sure to let you know. Yes, please. Thank you, Torgal. We should get back to the guild. I think one of the mods is using Onyx to evolve an Eevee by having Eevee level up, and it becomes Vaporeon. Yeah, fair. Use Bubble Beam on him. That'll jog his memory. Yeah, remember this. Growlithe works with Thunderstone in general. What do you mean? So Torkoal couldn't provide us with many answers? That's too bad. Oh, that's not entirely true. We know that we need proof. And knowing that is a step forward. Right? Hey, we're searching too. Yeah, but we couldn't find anything. But there's no giving up. We have to keep trying, by golly. Hidden land, but do Pokemon live there? Psyduck for leaves? For leaf, but you don't evolve Psyduck with a stone. They have the same hex codes or something like that in their code. That's whack. Oh, Eevee plus Reed Smudge, Thunderstone. Yeah, fair. I'll keep trying too. We should have dinner and rest up for the night. We'll resume our efforts tomorrow. Oh, well, thanks everyone. Exit your door for the moonstone, it seems. Missing no for fire. Whack. Missing no. That's a glitch. We're not making as much progress as we'd hoped. When we talked with Torkoal, I started thinking we'd had hope. I wonder how Groval is doing. Has he gathered the time gears? We need to hurry. Well, there's no point in getting all flustered, especially since everyone is helping out. We should get some sleep. Then we'll start fresh resolve tomorrow. Good night. The next morning. Up at night, it's morning! Good morning, Soundy. Lego. So in short, the hidden land remains shrouded in mystery, but we're not giving up. Hooray! Let's go out there and investigate again tomorrow. Let's go, everyone. Hooray! Where should we go to investigate? But we've already talked to Torkoal, we're out of leads. Pokémon detected! Pokémon detected! Whose footprints? Torkoal, the town elder. The footprint belongs to Torkoal. What? Torkoal is here. Finally, I've caught up with you. Climbing up to this guild is hard on these old bones. What brings you here, Torkoal? Did you maybe remember something? Indeed, I did. But I've recalled only one more tiny thing, sorry to say. Yesterday I contemplated waters of the hot springs for a long time. Finally one recollection surfaced. But it really is something small. I worry if it would be even worthwhile sharing with you. Not to worry, every bit of information helps, however small. Please say it. When we spoke of travel to the hidden land yesterday, I said that you needed proof of your qualification to go there. I remembered a bit more about that proof. The proof bears an inscription of a certain pattern. A certain pattern? Hey, so what kind of pattern would that be? How can I describe it? It's difficult to describe. But I can tell you that the pattern is quite intricate and odd. It's a peculiar pattern. The kind of pattern you rarely see. A pattern you rarely see? Golly. You think you can you think I could think of something? But trying to think of such a thing, it's not easy when one tries. What could it be? What a pattern you rarely see. What could a pattern look like? A pattern you rarely see. A peculiar... Wait a second. Peculiar pattern? A peculiar pattern, I remember that time. One day, I happened to come across this relic fragment. Master Uguay. Welcome back, Shiny Sylveon. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the voice of Master Uguay. It may come across slightly racist, and I'm not about that life. See, that inscription forms a strange pattern. Rock. That's it. The relic fragment was inscribed with a peculiar pattern. What is it? It's my relic fragment? Oh, right. That pattern. Torkoal, nice. The relic fragment is talked about enough in my opinion. It is spoken about so much, of course it's the answer. As soon as he said you need proof, I was like, it's the relic. There are no accidents, Uguay. Excuse me, could you have a look at this? Oh, this is it? This is the pattern exactly like this. What? Where did you get this? Well, I'm not sure if I can remember. Thank you for the follow, Lucas Harris. Miller? Sorry, I just realized you had two names. I just happened to pick it up. Yippee, this is fabulous. Since Martin has this, does that mean Martin is qualified to go to the Hidden Land? That I wouldn't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. To go to the Hidden Land, one must surely possess that proof. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the bearer of proof really possesses the qualifications to be chosen. The proof may be merely the physical key to the Hidden Land. No problem, I do go by easy though. Fair enough. I'll try and remember that. Imagine there's a dungeon, it's just a bunch of those fragments, right? Even before that though, this shares the same inscribed pattern. There's no sure connection between this relic fragment and the Hidden Land. Oh, but there's no question that this pattern has something to do with the Hidden Land. Knowing only that is a lot. I suppose so. Wait, you do realize that Hidden Land is only a spoken legend, right? You're surely not trying to find the Hidden Land. Yes, we are. My goodness, what a surprise! Janot, this pattern. We've seen it somewhere, haven't we? What? Yes. The sea inlet in the northwest. Inside Brine Cave. But Guildmaster, that place. Yes, I know it's a vicious bandit. I know the vicious bandit was there. A vicious bandit, by golly. I'd always wondered something. How can Rayquaza Mega Evolve by itself? I think they explained that in the Delta series, the Delta Saga, and it was like, it was the original Mega. And then it like created the stones or something. I once saw the same pattern deep inside a place called Brine Cave. I think we can discover more by taking the relic fragment there. However, there is one problem. A Pokémon lurks there who is a vicious bandit. It eats meteorites and that gives special power to do itself. That's one way to look at it. Could be eating Megastones. Something about Rayquaza and Deoxys. Speaking of which, Rayquaza didn't have to obliterate Deoxys so hard. If you think about the movie, like, he just annihilates. Like, he's just, yeah, point blank hyper beam. He full on, like, Kamehameha Deoxys, and it just nothing. There is nothing left. We need to be brave. Rayquaza is built different? Yes. But hey, I need to recollect Pokemon lore. In the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Delta story, or Delta chapter of what it was called, they actually explain why it can Mega Evolve. Coughing Deoxys and Ozone Hyper Beam, right? That's what I remember from the movie. It's like the best part of that movie. I feel like it's just one-sided. Deoxys is just sitting there. It's not really one-sided. Rayquaza, it's kind of like Rayquaza was a white blood cell. Set off the Brine Cave tomorrow, hooray! And it thinks Deoxys is invading to hurt. Yeah, Deoxys is like some alien virus, and Rayquaza's job is to defend the planet. He goes, hey, I detect something, he goes, I'm gonna destroy it. You can't tear through his domain before popping up from the asteroid. Yeah, right? It's just it's just there. And Rico's like, get the fuck out of my house. And boom. Yours is just open-eyed when you say the hyper beam out of face. You see it in it, even though it's a very emotionless face, you do see that it's very. You see he fucked up. You see it in his eyes that he knows he's about to see white. Alright, everyone. Spend the rest of the night getting ready. Dismissed. Okay, but the Hyperdioxis appears out of the meteorite in the Delta episode was so amazing. Okay, that part of it, yeah. Okay, so that Delta chapter was phenomenal post-game story. Like, I even really like in, I think it's Pokemon Generations? I think they do a really good animated version of that. And it's animated really well. You stay here. Forgive me, I'm out of line. Please let me go to Brian Cave. Nope, can't let you face danger like that ever again. But that's why I must go. Please take me to Brian Cave. Okay, and I want you to go with Team Tempo. Guide their team to the place where we saw that strange pattern. I want you to be careful. Thank you. I won't let you down. Another thing, I have something I need you to do, so I have to go out. You're in charge while I'm gone. As you wish. Guess this was like, oh fuck, I'm about to die. Yeah. Empress needs to get reduced to a crystal. This is all the Puffed Crystal Gem special. Yup. Chadot's funny in your opinion? Nah, we want to yeet. We want to yeet Chadot. Chadot's the real villain. Let's go get ready. Let's go to Treasure Town. Yay! Get out of the way. Oh, to be young again. If I was younger, I'd certainly join the challenge to find the hidden land. Oh ho, hold it there, old timer. Well, who is this? Oh, not these guys. Oh, is it? What do you want? Haha, we're Team Skull. Yeah. Did you have business with Wigglytuff's guild, old timer? Oh, I heard you say something that sounded fun. Something that about the hidden land? I was only... Huh? Someone's coming. Oh, guild chumps. Old timer, why don't we take this chat somewhere we won't be disturbed? Oh, I hate these dudes. These guys are annoying. Like, when Wigglytuff kicked their ass, I was so happy. Hey. Eat the bird, too stuck in rules and authoritarian. Yep. Alolan Team Skull is better? That's what I'm saying. And Alola is not even... And that Team Skull isn't even good. Oh, you're safe. I was so worried about you. Are you going to be the worst Team Skull? Right? That's the... Well, the thing with the Alolan Team Skull is they're not, like, actual bad guys. They're just, like, punks. Like, they're just kids that just got hired. Like, that's legit. Like, they're not... They're just mercenaries. They're not actually actively going out of the way to be bad guys. They're being bad guys because they got paid to be bad guys. Which is somehow even funnier. At Lower Alola took over a town at least. Well, yeah, kind of. But like, they literally just... They're just thugs. That's it. But that's what I mean, like, they're not... They're not exactly, like, scary villains. God damn, why do I have so many of these? Team Skull would be that one gang of the bullies in the American high school movie. Yeah, that. Like other teams are mafia or eco-terrorists, but Team Skull is just a nuisance. Yeah, that's it. Like, they're just thugs. My theory is that Dust Skull is the bank. In the bank is the future Dust Mole. Interesting. I like it. They've nastified the baddies so much since Gen 5. I'd say since Gen 6. I mean, the Sandra kind of wanted to just literally eradicate life because it wasn't pretty enough. You know what I mean? Been your theory since you were a child. That's fair. I like the theory. I have a few Pokemon theories that I'm like convinced of, and even though there's no proof of it, I'm just happy to die with the conspiracy. Like one of them being Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. Everybody knows the lore. They were you know, they were Pokemon that died, got brought back to life. My theory is that they were a Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. And I'll never not think that. Oh god. Dude, that sucks. I saw something the other day which kind of made me have to laugh. The Ditto has failed Mew clone. Yep. That's another one that I think is cool. That I like. I like to believe. I saw something the other day and it was like OpenAI, who own ChatGPT, are like losing money, so they're destroying the environment and they're not getting anything out of it. Which I thought was even funny. And there is proof about Ditto being a failed Mew experiment. Yeah, they just won't confirm it. I think it's a great theory, personally. Ooh. Like, I think Let's Go games touch on that. Yeah, they make a reference to it, but I don't think they confirm it. I think they definitely do reference it, but I don't know if they confirm it, do they? If Mew is the Dino Pokemon, that means he was the best Pokemon and helped create the others. Yeah. I mean, that's one way. Just see if there's any... Probably the first created after the God Pokemon. Yeah, I think There is some like chart about how each of them were created and when and why and that sort of thing. And it's like Arceus is obviously like the god, and then you've got the three angels, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, which are meant to, you know, the archangels like Gabriel, Raphael. I've forgotten the other one. But then you've got like all the other ones, like Regigigas is all of the continents, Groudon is the land, Kyogre is the ocean. Yeah, Giratina is meant to represent like, well, it's like antimatter, but yeah, it's loosely, its position is loosely based on like Satan. Hi game, how's it going? Welcome in, Matt. It's good, really fun. I forgot he was antimatter. Yeah. Palkia's time, Palkia's space, Dialga's time, Giratina's antimatter. Giratina likes Shaman for some reason. They be buddies. I think it's because Shaman is growth and prosperity, or something like that. Grovyle isn't here. Hey, over there. There's a sheet of paper. There's something written on it in footprint rings. This is a letter from Grovyle. There must be a message for us. Soundy and Martin, how are you doing? How goes your search for the hidden land? Things go well on my end. I've already collected 3 time gears. I have only to find 2 more. I plan to join you when I've collected all 5. Plans have proceeded smoothly. Azelf and his friends understood the situation and they have fully cooperated. Azelf told me that members of your guild let them know I was coming. Thank you. It's heartening to know that more and more Pokemon are coming to trust us. However, I will continue to stay away from Treasure Town and the guild. First, I'm not certain if the Pokemon in this world trust me entirely or not. But there is something more troubling than that. Dusknoir is liable to return from the future at any time. Dusknoir? Come to think of it, Dusknoir failed to get rid of us in the future. I wouldn't put it past him to chase us here. He still wants us gone. Okay, I'll keep reading. Since Dusknoir will be coming, we should keep a low profile. This is another reason I should stay away from Treasure Town and the guild. I may instead come back to Sharpedo Bluff or the beach. If we should meet, we can exchange information. Good luck on your end. Together we shall stop the planet's paralysis. Okay, sounds like Grovyle is hard at work. We'd better not fail around. Yo, Chili, welcome back, dude. My best friend and I did a randomize to see what Pokemon will become, and I am Victini, he's Mew. Nice. Opposites attract. Opposites also attack. That's why they're types of steel, water, and ghost, solid, liquid, gas. That makes a lot of sense. According to this letter, Grovyle will show up either here or at the beach. If we go down to the beach, maybe we'll see Grovyle there. We should go down to the beach before we head back to the guild. Why does Piplup look so huggable? Verb. Oh, was it? I'm not gonna lie, I was anxious for a moment. So annoyed you love Shaman. Sorry, so annoyed you missed the event in BDSP. I didn't even know there was an event. Ahoy! Are you headed down to the beach?
Shut up and take my money!
Would you keep an eye out for something for me if you could? Recently, there have been bottles washing up on the beach. It looks as though there's something inside those bottles. If that sounds interesting to you, you might want to look for bottles on the beach. Think about the rose, Raynina, sorry. What game is this? This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers at Home. Yeah, BDSP had events to mimic the Diamond Pearl events, so I moved on from that game by that time. I mean, that's fair. BDSP wasn't a good game. Alep. Null. Welcome in, dude. Bottles with something in them. I'm interested. Sounds like they're only washing up now then. Whenever we head to the beach, we can take a look for a bottle. Best Pokemon game of all time. Lapras. Nope, he's not here. Speaking of not being here, the Krabby aren't here either. They always come out here in the evening to blow bubbles. I love seeing their bubbles go floating away in the evening sky. Well, that's too bad. The letdown, but... Look, Soundy, the sunset's beautiful like it always is. You know, it was always my dream to solve the secret of the relic fragment, but I would have never guessed that the relic fragment was connected to the hidden land. That reminds me, it was here, wasn't it, where Coughing and his psychic stole my relic fragment? BDSP was too faithful to the originals? Yeah, they literally were like, hey, let's take everything about Diamond and Pearl and make it exactly the same. Whereas what they should have done is gone, let's take Diamond and Pearl, we'll add in the Platinum Pokédex and we'll split it up with the exclusives. And we're going to have in future evolution types, future evolutions and methods, and...
If Lord Voldemort would have a partner Pokémon, he would rather have Kadabra nicknamed Ava. So when he would send out his partner Pokémon, he would shout, "Go! Ava the Kadabra!"
I'm so glad that worked. That was awesome. Literally, if they just had if they just had the Platinum Pokédex in the Platinum Pokédex post Gen 4 evolutions and post Gen 4 types and attacks, BDSP would have been a fun game, despite the shitty animation. Ray Niner, thank you for the follow. Alep Null, thank you for the follow. Lixie Lycan, that was hilarious. Thank you for doing for redeeming that. It didn't break me. It just, I wasn't expecting that because I didn't know that worked. I never had that successful. So I'm glad to see the voice works. Wizard Graduate, thank you for the follow. I need to make new Gen 4 evolutions, elective etc. available. Well, if they did the Platinum Pokédex, it would be. Also added the Platinum Battle Resort. Well, yeah, I don't mind it having the Battle Tower the way it did. I think the Battle Frontier was fine for the games they were in. I think for the remake though, I think they should have done what they did with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where they didn't put the Battle Tower back in, and instead put the Battle Mace on. We've already seen all this in episode 1. But I think what they should have done is taken like a battle mechanic of Gen 8 that's similar to like the Battle Tower, or us all the way. I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver are great games. I'm a suck of a Gen 3. Like, I'm a Gen 3 fan through and through. I think Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are like the games to me. So their remakes, and then Gen 6 is my second favorite generation. So having the Gen 3 remakes in Gen 6 with all of the Gen 6 mechanics, perfect games, perfect remakes. And the post game was great. Same with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They took everything good about Gen 2, but made it Gen 4, and took everything good about Gen 4, and that's what they did. Because like even like the Celebi thing, right? Like that's a post-game thing that you could do. I think it was a special event, but still, you had the post-game thing with Celebi where you went back in time and you found out the Giovanni thing, why Giovanni isn't around anymore. If you think about it, it's kind of strange. That's true, my adventures with him, searching for the hidden land, the relic fragment was sort of both. This beautiful sunset, it will be lost if the planet's paralysis can't be stopped. We have to stop that. We can't waste any time finding the hidden land. We have to do good tomorrow. That's right, we have to try hard. I must fulfill my mission that I had before losing my memory. My mission with Grover. A mission to help the Pokemon of this world and those of the future. What? Hey, that... what is that? Could it be? It looks like it's swimming across the sunset. I think it's just a Pokemon. Oh, why is there a silhouette of Lapras? That's how we're going to get across the ocean. Well, that's a little strange. The sun's almost gone. We should get back to the guild soon. Yeah, the Krabby were around for a good reason. They ran off, scared of us.
Ho ho ho, but Chief, the old-timer talker wasn't lying to us after all.
Yeah, the junk we stole back then, I didn't know it was going to be something that valuable. So what? We'll get the relic fragment from the one way or another. That means the hidden land is going to be explored by none other than Team Skull.
Whoa ho ho.
Yeah. And some of these cutscenes are so good. Lapras, long time no see.
It's been too long, Wigglytuff. You look well. Is Shadow doing well too?
Yep, very well.
I'm glad to hear that. I've always meant to thank you. I deeply appreciate the promise you made and upheld for this time.
No problem, no big deal. But today, I'm here to see you about that promise. We find ourselves in a situation where we can't afford to uphold that promise. I suspect you know why. So please tell me about that strange pattern we once saw. Piplup, a water-type Pokemon, perplexed at the sight of a swimming Pokemon. Right? Favorite NPC of the game? Mine is undoubtedly Beetleaf. Ooh, probably Beetleaf. I just like that they kind of made him southern. Or Loudred, the fact that he just yells at everyone. We don't have super long left to stream, so I'm not going to commit to anything story heavy right now. We're kind of just going to dick around for a little bit in the game before we move to the end segment of the stream where we do our little community games. Guildmaster has not returned from his errand, however I intend to set off a Brine Cave as scheduled. Hey, where'd Guildmaster go anyway? I wouldn't know that. Is it going to be okay without the Guildmaster? No problem. There's no need for your concern at all. Guildmaster must have decided that we can manage our own without him for the time being. That's why he hasn't come home yet. Furthermore, in the place of our absent Guildmaster, you have me to lead you. Why isn't anyone saying anything? It can't be. You will think I'm not up to the task. Everyone out with it? Am I perhaps inadequate? Worthless to you? Yes. Without a doubt. Nope. I wouldn't say that, by golly. When the Guildmaster isn't here, it just feels less safe. Hey, you know, the Guildmaster, he's hard to figure out. But hey, it really comes through when things get rough. But the Guildmaster isn't with us right now, so we have to take charge and do as he wanted. That's right. I'm sure that we can get the job done on our own. Let's go on our own. You're right. We can't count on the Guildmaster for everything. Oh yes, that's the spirit. Let's do our best. Got it? Guildmaster is absent, so there's only one among us who can lead, and that is you. Huh? Who? Me? Of course, you said so earlier. You said that we'll be fine because you're here to lead us. Lead the way. Show us, Shadow. That's right. Show us, Shadow. Hey. Yup. I'm counting on you. Well, everyone, you can always count on me when things are bad. What's the matter, Shadow? Sound the call to duty work. I know. Commencing now. We shall depart on the guild for exploration of Brine Cave. Everyone, let's excel together. Hooray! Rudolph is always favorite character. He's Pokemon God, should be praised. Exactly. The entire guild giving shout out the side eye, right? Now listen, everyone. This is the entrance to Brine Cave. Your objective is to reach the deepest part of this dungeon. This is where one will find the same odd pattern indescribed on the relic fragment that Martin has. However, it is there where an extremely vicious Pokemon lurks. It's a shame we can't do... Yeah, I just don't want to commit to something so story heavy when we're not far off the end of stream. You know what I mean? Like if we're going to do something really story heavy, I'd rather it be earlier in the stream just so we don't miss anything. Yeah, I did hear about that, which is really funny. However, there is... it is there where an extremely vicious Pokemon lurks. Extremely vicious? Golly, it sounds very scary. Ooh. Hey, Shadow. What is it? Yesterday, Guildmaster said something about that vicious Pokemon. But Shadow, you seem to know just as much about this dungeon. Hey. Shadow, is it possible that you've been here before? That's right, I have come here before. I explored here a long time ago with the Guildmaster. It was deep in this cave that we saw the peculiar pattern. It was then, however, these tough Pokemon appeared. Oh. So what are they like? Tough, you say? I don't remember at all. Huh? You don't remember? Yes, but I'm loath to admit it. They attacked with no warning out of nowhere. I was knocked out before I could do a thing. When I came to, the Guildmaster was tending my wounds. But I had no memory of the events before that, so I couldn't tell you what the attackers were like. That gives us nothing to go on. So if we don't know what kind of enemy you are facing, we'll have to make our way very slowly. Wait a second. Hey Charlotte, at first you said there was one vicious Pokemon, but then you said they attacked you. There's more than one? No, it wasn't just one. There was one extremely vicious Pokemon, but it wasn't alone. When they attacked, oh I remember now, they attacked all at once. I recall getting slammed with water. Like a tidal wave. Like a tidal wave, that could mean water type moves. We're ground types, we don't like water. I hope they don't have to fight enemies like that. It would be awfully dangerous to go for it alone. That's right. We should make several groups to explore the cave. We'll do that, sir. Yup.
Hey, we should form teams that don't bunch up types. You two, remember what the guild master said yesterday. 2 members from Team Tempo must be in my group. Therefore, you two shall be accompanying me in this cave. Understood? I trust you won't hold me up too much. Oh, you must not expect me to do everything for you. It's up to you to look after yourselves. Who'd have thunk? Water Pokemon and Brine Cave. Understood. Alright everyone, we're off to conquer Brine Cave. Let's give it all. Hooray! Oh no, don't go in yet. Brine Cave. Chief, looks like these lads from the guild are already inside. Oh, should we follow them? Sounds good. We'll track them, but we'll let them keep out of sight. Somewhere in the cave. That's when we'll grab the that Whip's relic fragment. Then we'll hightail it to the deepest part of the cave. We'll grab all the glory of solving this mystery. Yeah, brilliant, Chief. Your plan's perfect. Naturally. Anyway, it will be us, Team Skull. We'll be the ones going to the hidden land. Brian Martin Cave, like, yeah, I think half the reason I like Apples so much because of this game. Yes, Sound found a new job, mate. They pay almost Ben W's, absolute W's. Glad to hear you got out of that other one, mate. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I am going to... Can I save here? Exit? Rest. Quick save. Alright, we're gonna stop now. Stagger around, they really helped me build it. He was around earlier. I don't know where he's up now, but I'll yeah, Stagger was around earlier. I don't know if he's around now though. But I'll let him know, dude. That's awesome to hear. I'm glad we could help. Nothing worse than a bad workplace than especially a shitty manager making those kinds of comments. So I'm glad to hear you got out of it. Yeah, of course, dude. Look, I think everybody at some point in time works in a shitty space. And sometimes you just need people to go, hey, that's not okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude, glad you got out of it. Thanks for the trip down memory lane before work. Ah, you're welcome anytime, Izzy. Alright guys, if you want to hang around, we are towards the end of every stream, we do a couple of little games together where we are kind of guessing games. One is Pokédoll. It's a bit like Wordle, but for Gen 1 only Pokemon. We then do Squirtle, Smashdle, which is the same but for Super Smash Brothers. And then we do Squirtle, which is all 9 generations, but you only get 9 guesses. When do I stream? Want to be here for next time. Next stream will be Thursday night at 9 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Depending your time zone, I can try and convert it for you. Otherwise, holy shit, dude! Thank you for the game controller. That was awesome. Seriously, no, you didn't have to do that, dude. But I do appreciate it. Same time, 2 days in a row. Otherwise, you can join my Discord where I do post, where my schedule's there. My schedule's also pinned on my TikTok.
Shut up and take my money.
As well. Ben, thank you for all the GGs, dude. So, let's dive into this game. And of course, guys, gifts are never expected or needed. Just hanging out here liking, follow, sharing makes all the difference. But gifts are always appreciated. Alright. Let's... Gen 1 Pokemon. Let's have a think what it could be. Now, I'd like to try and... It's hard because there's so many water and poison types. So I want to go Beedrill just to weed out a couple things. Alright, so it's a 3rd stage Evo. Growler covers a lot. I like your thinking, Izzy, but this one is just more about the types and everything rather than the letters. And that's where it's a little bit different to Wordle. It's the idea of guessing, but this one is more about specific attributes. So it's types, it's color, it's habitat, size. Dragonite could work. But I like where your head was at. Is Alakazam Gen 1? It sure is. Alakazam's a good option. Alright, so we... Oh my god, now if I could type... Holy shit. W liking for that guess. Jesus. Yeah, holy shit. And I don't recall the size. You don't until you think about it. Yeah, you don't until you think about it. But yeah, so the second stage is guessing the card. There's blurred, but these are almost always easy. And I agree with the rest of chat. It's Ponyta. Yeah, you don't think about the stages. You don't think about the size or weights until you play these games. Squirtle, which is this one, we'll go into a little bit more soon, is a lot more detail. It's similar attributes, but this one's a lot harder because it's all 9 generations and you only have 9 guesses. Okay. At full something, its 4 hooves barely touch the ground because it moves incredibly fast. Really don't have that card in my collection, right? Thank you for the rose, dude. Holy shit, what is that? I've never seen that one. Oh my god, dude. You didn't have to, but thank you so much. Mudsed out. I like the guess, but it is Gen 1 only. It's either Rapidash or Taurus. I don't know if I'm a genius at this point. First one is all luck, right? Alright, let's go Rapidash, because that's what everybody's saying. Rapidash, W. Alright, the silhouette, this is where it gets hot. Well that's easy. I wonder which bird it is. Oh, what is that? Alupnol, thank you again so much. Is this all Gen 1? Yes. So Pokédoll is exclusively Gen 1. If it'll let me send it. If anybody wants to do it, I think this is it. Let me double check. Yeah, it is. If anybody on Twitch wants to do it, that's it. Fun stuff. Alright, yeah. So, okay. So I've worked out a little bit of a pattern with this one. So this one is more specific to Super Smash Bros. But one of the patterns I've worked out is we wipe out Fire Emblem first, because that's a third of the roster. Boom. Okay, I'm taking guesses. I know about 30 of the characters. Everything past Banjo-Kazooie being added, I got no idea. So it came out after 2005. I don't think it'll be Pokemon Trainer Ben, only because it came out so late. Pyra has been the answer more often than I'd like to admit.
Bayonet's a good attempt, but I have a feeling that's not it. Okay, so it's something selectable. What about... Okay, so it came out in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's selectable, and it came out between 2017 and 2009. Oh, what about... it's going to be selectable... It won't be Rosalina. What about... Inkling? There we go. Yeah, the Super Smash Brothers get a bit harder, but as you get later in the releases, it really limits who it is. It's more like if it's pre-2005, it's really hard because of how many characters they released. That's Joker? Yeah, that's Joker. Garbage Man starts with a G. Even I know that, and I can't even spell garbage. Oh, well, that's Peach. Is that a dragon doing the Kamehameha? My stupid ass would have said King DDD? Ridley? Yeah, that makes sense. And a sword. Dragon and a sword. Hero? You're probably right. Dragon, sword, and water. Dragon Slayer, maybe? I wish Dragon Slayer was in this. What is Odin? Corrin? So I don't know what Odin is. Corrin? Who's a dragon? W picked a wizard. I want to say Ken. It's not Ken. I've never played that Fire Emblem game. I've never played any of them. I think I have I think I have Fire Emblem. No, I have Castlevania. I have something. Captain Falcon could be it. He is definitely standing like that. Ganon, maybe? Alright, so it's not Ganondorf. Dream Fire Emblem, it's so fun. Maybe at some point I will. I like the Captain Falcon guess and the Ganondorf guess. Is it Snake? Maybe? It's not Ryu. It all stands like this. I'm struggling with it. Yeah, this is... Is it Cloud? Oh, no, you know who it is. Okay, it's not that. Is it Richter? Simon? I'm out of human characters. It's not Ryu and it's not Ken. Kazuya? Who the hell's that? There you go. It was Kazuya. I did try Ryu and Ken and got them and didn't get them both. Alright. Now this is Squirtle.
Never seen. Yeah, he's DLC. I've never played it either. Darkrai, cool. Skyfeld's got in first with this one. Alright, now this one's going to actually tell us which generation it's from. Alright, so we are a monotype. We are so it's gens 1, 2, or 3. We are smaller than 1.5 and lighter than 50. So it can't be Meowscarada, but I do like that option. How could we forget about my electric wind god Fist King? Right? Ooh, Sudowoodo is a good one. Okay, it's Gen 3. Locked in. Alright. Well, it's processed by elimination. Well, it's not a dark type. It's just a monotype. So, it's Gen 3. Alright. You missed it. No, you're good. You're good. That's why I'm explaining it as we go. Yeah, so we've confirmed type 2 is nothing. There is no type 2. But we got to figure out what its main type is. We got a few in here, and it's Gen 3. So think Gen 3. I've had a few in here. So Minun was one. Oh. Let's see if I can spell. Okay, so no Minun. And it's not nose. Okay. Could be plus or two. It could, but it can't. Absol's a great pick. Oh, no. Absol's dark type. Can't be Absol. I like where you're going, though. Okay, hold on. Wait. So it's smaller than a meter, bigger than 0.4. It can't be Spinder. I like the option though. Alright, let's have a look. Vigoroth or Whismur? Slackoth? It could be Slackoth. Okay, alright. Alright, gang, lock in. It is we are normal type. We are between 0.4 and 0.8. And between 4.2 and 24. Whismur, let's check it out. It's not Whismur, but we have lowered. Jesus, it's going to be 0.5. So we need something that's 0.5. Alright, I'm gonna do it's Quillfish, bed. It's Quillfish? It's not Quillfish. I like what you're thinking there. Alright, we're gonna do a thing. It can't be Zigzagoon, it is too small. Add type normal. That's good, Yeah. You're right.
I don't think it's this. Wait, what was I getting confused at? Oh, I got mixed up with the weights. It's Linoon, guys. I was sitting there looking at Linoon, I was like, I can't be Linoon. You know what, we still had 2 guesses left. How about we do one more round of this before we finish up? I really do like that. That's a good one. So obvious, but it's hard. Yeah, I really like Squirtle. I'll have to dizzy you when he jumps in chat next. They give you a lot. They give you 9, so it's essentially 1 for each gen. One more round. All right, let's do one more round. All right. I had a Pokemon in mind I wanted to do before. Zubat. Fuck it. Why not? Alright, it's not Zubat, but it is not a monotype this time. It's something poison. So what's this called? Might play. It's called Squirtle. Hold on. Let's see if it lets me send. Won't let me send it. Hold on. There you go. Survivor? It can't be Survivor. It's not a monotype. Toxapex is a good pick, though. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Damn. Alright, we're logging in, guys. We're already at Gen 7. Okay, it's a dual-type poison type. Gen 7. Mark? Okay, so it's not Mark. The fire one? What's the fire one? Oh, Salamander? Oh, Salazzle? Alolan Grimer? Can't be Alolan Grimer because of Alolan Mark. God, I had the same mindset as you, Lycan. A Hiligo. That's a good one. Yeah, I always forget about the Ultra Beast because I don't like them. Ah, okay, it's not. What's the Poison Beast? Oh, Poipole. What is Poipole? Naganackle or something? This one. Thank you, Lycan. Yes, I was like, shit, what does it evolve into? Get out. I can't believe that was the answer. Wait, I cooked? Yeah. Yeah, Ben, you cooked. I can, yeah. I didn't play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I played Sun and Moon, said this is shit and stopped and refused to ever do it. But I know that Ash had one in the anime, and that's the only reason I know about this Pokemon. Yeah, get out of Squirtle, Ultra Beast. But I like that it kind of highlights in here. It shows you what you've eliminated at least. I know Poipole, but I knew it evolved into something that started with an N. I just couldn't remember what it was called. Yeah, I don't like the Ultra Beast. Not gonna lie, got so annoyed with the stupid Pokedex that kept interrupting you. I stopped playing Ultra Moon. It's just, I'm gonna move back a bit. Ultra Beast and Sword and Shield would break your mind, let me tell you. Sword and Shield, and I have some probably unpopular opinions with it. Sun and Moon were very bad games. Like, there were cool things about it, but ultimately Gen 7 was just a boring generation. Let's Go was the only good thing about it. Sword and Shield, on the other hand, the only thing that makes that game redeemable in my eyes is the DLC. And the only thing that stops Gen 8 from being the worst, in my opinion, is that Sword and Shield were at least playable games, and I really like Legends Arceus. Especially Dynamaxing Ultra Beast, oof. But Sun and Moon, you gotta think about it, right? Sun and Moon was so bad, they had to remake the games within the same generation to make them playable. That's my issue with it. Gen 9, this is glitchy. I liked how open world Sword and Scarlet and Violet was. I like Legends ZA, but I just don't like that it's. I don't like that it's restricted to Lumio City, when Kalos was just, although a very small region, was a very cool region. I like they've ruined the story in Ultra games though. Yeah, that's it. From what I've seen, they ruined the. I think the idea of Sun and Moon. I think the idea of it was fine. I just think it was very poorly executed. Like, I thought the idea that you had to travel from island to island was kind of cool. It was kind of reminiscent of like watching Ash do the Orange Islands, but like we had the Sevi Isles in Fire and Leaf Green, or I think the biggest issue with it was the regional variants. I just don't like regional variants. Just make new Pokemon. Call it something else. At least with Pokemon like Wugtrio and Toedscruel, it's like, hey, what if this Pokemon never stayed in the water? What if this Pokemon... Yeah, what if this Pokemon never stayed in the water? What if this Pokemon went to the water? Lusamine as a unapologetic villain. Yeah, it wasn't in Ultra... I never played Ultra Sun and Moon. I've only seen people play it. But didn't she turn around, she's like, I'm sorry for being a bad mum or something like that? Whereas in Sun and Moon, she was just an outright psycho. She's just like, I'm a scientist and I want power. I don't care about my children. Like, wasn't that the whole thing of her? But also, didn't the post game for Ultra Sun and Zio was great. I love the game until they revealed the new Mega Pokemon ability. Oh, yeah, don't. I like champions. Just abilities in games like that just don't work. They retconned her reasoning. That's dumb. But the other thing too is though, as much as I dislike the Ultra Beast, bringing Looker back into the games was kind of cool. As the post game. Whereas the post game for Ultra Sun and Moon was like, hey, let's bring back all the main villains of all the past generations. And let them work together and get them to work together, despite the fact that every single one of them would not work together. What do you mean Archie and Maxie are working together? They hate each other. They have completely opposing goals. Lysandre would find shit, what's his name? The leader of Team Plasma. Lysandre would hate him, would consider him ugly. Cyrus would be like, what do you mean you want to destroy the world to make it beautiful? We need to destroy the world so I can rule it. Like, it's just... there's just not... It doesn't make sense. Plus, Giovanni's just a thug. He's just a mob leader. Who got beaten by a 10-year-old and then ran away. Why is he back? I think Giovanni's cool. I like the idea of that. They were just a crime syndicate. But what do you mean he's working with eco-terrorists? You know what I mean? Anyway, I do miss Luca. I wish he was in set. Yeah, that'd be really cool if Luca was in it. It's cool that they did tie it back into X and Y though. I get like that Getsus proves to be the actual most evil guy. Oh, Getsus is just pure evil. Cyrus is a psychopath. And I mean genuinely a psychopath. Lysandre is a psychopath. Lysandre's a sociopath. Archie and Maxie are eco-terrorists, and Giovanni's just a gangster. You know what I mean? Like, he's just there. But alright guys, well, it's been a lot of fun tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. To the guys that have, if you're still hanging around from the raid earlier, thank you for hanging around and the follows. It's been great to have you hang with me. Again, join the Discords or just keep an eye out for the notifications. Follow me on TikTok, whatever works for you guys. And I'll be back on Thursday. We'll pick this back up then. All the new guys on TikTok, thank you for joining in tonight. It's been great having you. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm going to go to bed because it's nearly midnight. Bye-bye.